Hi everyone, it's exciting. It's the weekend, and you may have been feeling like this week you've been walking in circles and just, like when you're walking in circles, you never know when it is the moment to step out onto the path and which path to choose from. And it can feel like there's so many, and you just keep walking around looking at them all, thinking, what is happening? And will something please happen that will give me an indication of where to go? And your spirit wants to acknowledge to you that you have planted seeds and they are going to come out from under the ground, and things are going to become clear. You're going to be like, oh, that is the direction that I want to go in. But at the moment you're walking around, you're looking like, where is the seedling? When is it going to pop its little head up? Okay, when is the answer going to be there? When am I going to be sure? Right? And we wouldn't shout at a seed that we planted. We wouldn't get grumpy with a seed that we planted, and we wouldn't be annoyed that it's taken a while for the seedling to come out from under the ground. We would water it, we would nurture it, we'd be responsible for it. So Spirit is saying, as a spiritual person, it's okay, to feel a little bit frustrated when things that you are wanting to have happen in your life are not appearing clear. But this weekend, they invite you to really focus on energy follows thought. So when you allow your mind to just completely imagine what the outcome of the direction that you're wanting to go in would feel like. Sometimes it's hard for us to see or to know exactly the goal or the project. Sometimes it's very obvious because we're right in the midst of it. But sometimes we're just like, oh, I just would like to feel fulfilled. I would just like to feel appreciated. Not don't go using the happy word, because there's happy as an umbrella description, right? Because there's things under happy that there's a feeling that makes us go to that happy vibe. Okay, so don't go saying you've been feeling sad or happy, because they are just, like a box that you put feelings in. You got the sad box and you got the happy box. What is in those boxes? So Spirit wants you to think about energy follows thought, and closing your eyes to just feel that feeling of fulfillment, to feel that feeling of going somewhere and achieving something, or whatever it is for you, feeling appreciated, feeling loved, whatever that looks like for you. That is an energy that you can do this weekend, because next week we are looking at the full moon. Okay, so just try pausing and imagining everything about where you're wanting to head, and let it be bright and beautiful and colorful. All right, talk for way too long. Let's do the cards. Today, you know the deal. I do one card for each of the months, and your reading is the month of your birthday. So we start in April, because April is the beginning of the energy year. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, and now one for everyone. Ha ha. We have the old snakes and ladders going on. And sometimes it's like 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. And that's what it's a little bit like at the moment, because it's unclear, but you're getting there. Okay. April babies. So for some reason this weekend you're feeling like, I never have what I want. But if you've missed out on something, know that this is actually going to turn out, you're going to be thinking later, it's lucky that, or I shouldn't have worried about it, or it's lucky that that this didn't happen, or I shouldn't have worried about it. So whichever way it is, sometimes we are stressing about things that haven't even happened yet. And that's why Spirit always says to me when people go for readings, that you shouldn't go to someone who gives you stress messages. Okay, if you've ever been to somebody and they go, oh, got to watch out for the blue car, you're going to have an accident with a blue car, that is not a good reading at all. So just because Spirit says that humans worry and stress about things enough without being told to worry about and stress about things. Okay, April, May babies. So there's something to celebrate. Getting out of the house, going and doing something, being with other people can feel really fulfilling for you. June babies. Oh, well, you like this one. It's time to call it. You want to have some rest. You want to recharge. Your battery is like, ooh, it needs a recharge. Okay. And when you do that, when people allow and open that space for you, it helps you feel like you're being loved and appreciated. But sometimes it's important to ask people to give you that space. July babies. And on the converse, July babies, you really want to get out there, you want to do things, you just feel full of energy, you're full of ideas, there's a lot of projects on the go, and you're like, yeah, let's do this, let's do that. And that's great, because that's your energy, right? You like to be large and in charge, and it's going to be fun and you'll enjoy it. August babies, we have the Tower here. And out of all the packs of cards that I've ever looked at for tarot, this is such a beautiful one, because even though the lightning has hit the bush and it's on fire, it's creating transformation. This is very much what's been happening around me here in the Wimmera. We've had lots of bushfires, towns evacuated, all that sort of thing, but it's created quite a change of direction for people in their thinking, and a change of direction for people about what they're prioritizing. So it's a really it's not a negative thing. Sometimes we need something to happen that makes us go, hang on, what am I doing again? Why am I doing that? Okay, September babies. I do love this card too. She's been showing herself quite a number of times out of the 78 cards of wisdom that we have here. And she's just appreciating her day. How dare you appreciate your day? How dare you appreciate doing nothing? How dare you appreciate being out and about and lying in the sun? And, we don't give ourselves permission enough to do nothing, or to do something that we enjoy. It's not illegal, is what Spirit is saying. October babies. Wow, I did shuffle. We've got the Ace of Cups, and here she is. She's holding the energy in her heart center, and that's so important when we're feeling frustrated or overwhelmed, but to recognize that we are the creator of unconditional love, because when we give it, it's inevitable that the cycle will turn and it will come back to us. So think about how you are giving love, not if you give love, but how you demonstrate your love and appreciation to others. So that's October. November babies, there's definitely an inability to allow yourself to see the future. When we're in that space, it can feel sometimes like it's good for me to not think too much about the future, because when I think about the future, it never works out the way I want it to. But these birds are trying to take that blindfold off. They're trying to actually help you in this instance, so that you can create a balance. You can create the future that the way you want it. How dare you? October, November, December babies. And this card has been rearing its face up quite a while, hasn't it? Here she is screaming at the broken heart. Just as Spirit was saying, you can't shout at a seed to make it grow. This is also showing that we can't force people to care about us. We can't force the world to be a peaceful and harmonious place. So getting angry about it just feeds into that vibration. So ponder that. How can you change that sort of spiraling feeling? Choose that, to recognize that energy follows thought. So January babies. Haha. Here she is releasing and connecting, and it's a really beautiful energy, being able to find that balance. And it's like being under the water, and if you've ever been snorkeling or just swimming under the water and seeing the sand or the bottom of a beautiful uh, beach, it's a really peaceful experience. So when we do that, it's a sense of connectedness to our planet and connectedness to ourselves. And perhaps that's what you need right now, to release the sense of I could, I should, that you've been giving yourself a lot of lately. January, February babies. There's a little bit of celebrating going on here. And I feel like this is what Spirit is saying here for you February babies. It's time to walk to the beat of your own drum and doing things the way that you want. And the horse is rearing up in the background, and horses can be quite scary when they do that. They're choosing to let you know what they're wanting to do. And I feel like this is what you are doing, and it feels really good. March babies. Oh, how wonderful. This is the Wheel of Fortune, and this, if not the greatest card to end this particular message on today, is that when you do a certain thing, when you move things in a positive direction, you are creating the wheel to turn in that direction. And as much as you do it for others, it will come back to you in the most unexpected and beautiful ways. Have a great weekend.